Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Ivy and I have a grocery haul for you today. Not a very big haul. We didn't need a ton of things. However, price tag's nice and large. $222 for our grocery haul today. And actually, they got some pricey substitutions for me. So I'm sure that number is quite a bit higher because y'all know I'm a great value girly and they substituted me some name brand stuff. I didn't see the substitutions come through in my text message for some reason, and so I missed the chance to get to change it myself. But that is all right. We will just eat it anyway and be fine with it. Absolutely. So anyway, not a ton of things, but let's dive in and go item by item. Here is the haul as a whole. Everything we picked up. Like I said, not an enormous haul this week, but I mean some bigger price tag items. We'll get there when I go through item by item. So let's dive in and go item by item. All right, right over here we have 2 gallons of whole Highland milk. I honestly don't know the price this week. I didn't look at it when I placed the order. I'm going to assume it's still high because it's milk. So 2 gallons of that, 1 gallon of the chocolate milk. We've gone through milk pretty quickly this week considering Aiden has been at basketball camp for 2 days now and he'll still be gone tomorrow. So taking a risk. Now, I went ahead and did get 2 yogurts. I shouldn't have. I just looked in the fridge and there's still 1.5 yogurts in there. So we haven't opened the one that last week was iffy. That was like liquidy sounding. These are both fine. So I'm almost betting when we open that liquid one, it's not going to be any good. So anyhow, we needed milk. We did not need yogurt, but it is what it is. It will get eaten. All right. This was one of our pricey substitutions. We are having we're having people over on Friday, which we're so blessed. We're so excited. It is a former youth student, like long time ago. I think he's probably 30 something now, and his wife and 2 daughters. And we're so excited to see them. It's been years since we've seen them. Anyway, they're coming out. We're going to grill down at the lake. So I got some Hawaiian buns. Well, I just ordered the Great Value. Again, I'm a Great Value girly. They substituted these, which that's fine. These are going to be fantastic. However, I'm like, oh, I'm trying to straighten them out because they're kind of squished. Oh, no, they're not squished. They're missing 2 buns. What in the world? So instead of there being 8 in here, there's only 6 buns. So I'm going to, I don't know, I'll probably try and get a refund and we'll see what they're going to have to do to figure that out. I do have to go back to town tomorrow. I just did not have time to go to town today. I had a busy day and I wanted to get this grocery haul up tonight for tomorrow morning release. Anyhow, going on. The oat nut bread, they did have this week. Thank goodness. No silly substitutions there. Last week they gave us white bread instead of whole grain oat nut bread. I mean, what about this says white bread? Obviously, they didn't have anything to compare it to. Well, I guess other than the picture on the app, maybe? I don't know. And then honey wheat bread. It had been kind of like every other week I was needing to get bread, but I prepped that chicken salad last week, so we ate a lot of bread last week. So we needed both kinds this week. They did have the Mexican blend tortillas again. So I got 2 packs of those. Love them so much. I am going to make a new recipe with those. I'm super excited about it. I saw a reel from the Dashleys. I don't watch them super often, but I don't know what made me stop and watch them that day, but she was making honey lime chicken enchiladas and they looked amazing. So we are going to go for it and give that a try. Always, we get in meal rets, you know, we have the same thing over and over, and I think Scotty's really going to enjoy that. So I'm going to use those tortillas. She used flour tortillas, but y'all know, if you haven't tried these yet, you need to try them. It's the flavor of the corn and the texture of the flour. But she used this enchilada sauce. Well, she used green enchilada sauce. I don't remember what it was. I went to her website and got the recipe off of it. I could probably link it in the comment box or the description box, excuse me. It called for mozzarella cheese. I think it was only 2 cups. It probably needed more, but oh well, I've got some cheese sticks I can shred. And then chicken, which I do have some chicken over here. We've been going through chicken so fast. It's pretty bizarre, but it also makes sense because we're home every day. And so we're going through a lot more chicken. So chicken, honey, lime. I can't remember what else, but I'll have to look up the recipe. I looked it up before I ordered, so I got everything I needed. Everything else I have on hand. Okay, some cream cheese because I'm going to make some bonbon type of things. I still have Thin Mints from last summer, and I have some lemon cookies. So I'm going to make like little, not bonbons, truffles. Some lemon truffles and some Thin Mint truffles, probably for the 4th of July, but I just wanted to have everything on hand to make them when I can next week. I already talked about the yogurt. The almond bark this will be for the Thin Mints. That will be for, the white will be for the lemon ones. Some bananas, and then I realized when I was getting the table set up that we were out of apples. I didn't order apples, unfortunately, because we've been going through those very quickly, as well as bananas, but we definitely needed bananas. We needed some mayo. I mentioned it last week. I should have got 2 because I used a lot of what I had in the chicken salad. I made a humongous chicken salad. It lasted us most of the week. It was a fantastic meal prep. It was so good. A watermelon. Riley requested this, but I also thought, oh, well, if I cut it tomorrow, we can take it Friday for our barbecue with our friends. So that will be a nice little treat. And then that's why I got the cookies. They got 2 little girls. I figured we need some kind of dessert. So I grabbed white chocolate macadamia nut, which I think is funny. It says white candy macadamia nut. And then some M&M cookies and some chocolate chunk cookies. Probably way too many cookies, but I wanted options. And then these steak burgers, we did these a few weekends ago at family dinner night. These are amazing. So very good. Every single person commented on how delicious the burgers were. And so of course we're having guests again. So we wanted to get, these, and they've been on rollback. So, these were $8.97 here. I did have somebody in my comments ask for prices. If you've been around a while, you know I used to do prices. If more of you want the prices, tell me. I mean, if it makes it worth it. I just feel like regionally, if I mention how high milk is, someone that will tell me over in blah, blah, blah state, it's only 4 something. And so I just feel like regionally or state by state, it doesn't make sense. But if you want the prices, multiple people want the prices, then it would be worth my time to put prices in there. And I can go back to doing that. It just takes me a lot longer to edit the video when I do the prices. However, again, if it's what you want and need, we'll go back to that. But these may not be in rollback where you live. So as I said, you know, it may not be worth it, but just you guys let me know. If I hear from more of you that you want the prices, then I can go back to doing that for a while and we'll see how that goes. Okay, I needed some laundry sanitizer. I still have plenty of detergent and borax, so just needed that. We've been doing a lot of laundry. And then these items are for the youth group, so that's why I had another higher price tag, because this box of chips alone is $20. So, you know, that's a huge chunk of expense. Breakfast for Sunday school, the big glazed honey buns. They're back, guys, but they changed the packaging. So they've been out of stock forever and ever. And there's 9 in a case now. I don't remember how many were in them previously. I kind of think it was 8. And now there's 9. So if that's true, that's lovely. I could go back and look at my previous hauls. And then a 10-pack of the not frosted chocolate and powdered donuts. And then sodas, which this was another pricey substitution. I ordered cream soda. They gave me Dr. Pepper cream soda. Not the same in any capacity, but that's okay. Teenagers will absolutely drink it. But it is funny. They've been going for the cream soda and root beer lately over the Dr. Pepper Mountain Dew, you know, the great value Dr. Pepper Mountain Dew substitutes. So anyway, I just got those this week. However, again, this was a substitute. And then we needed dog food for our boys. So we got a pack of dog food. All right. I think that's it. That's everything we picked up at the grocery store this week. All right, y'all. That is it. That's everything I picked up at the store. Tell me, what would you do about those buns? Would you send a claim? Tell them they're damaged? Would that be what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it, but I don't know. You guys tell me, should I have done it? I don't know what options are. Maybe it'll say like missing product or something like that. Hey y'all, just popping in because a follow up on the bread. I just went in the Walmart app and I was able to get a refund. There was an option for missing items. And in the description, I just put there were only 6 in the bag, not 8. And I submitted it and there was no need to take it back to the store. So I got a refund on the full pack. and I just got a text from them. Good news, your refund has been issued. I just went ahead and got it in Walmart Cash. I use my Walmart Cash constantly. It was $4.09. So, I mean, I guess $1 worth of product was missing if you divide that by 8, right? Something to that effect. About 50 cents each per bun. So I got a refund on the whole bag, and I don't have to take it back to the store. So is that the right thing to do? I don't know. It wasn't the product I ordered in the first place. They substituted it with a product that had missing product. I feel a little guilty for taking Walmart's money, but also it wasn't my mistake. I don't know. Tell me how you feel about it in the comments. A lot of times, especially if it's like bread, produce, things that are like perishable, they'll just give you the refund. You don't have to take it back to the store. One time I had to take rotten apples back to the store. I mean, they came to me rotten, and it was like 2 or 3 days before I could get to the store. And so I'm like walking in with this bag of rotten, like almost dripping apples. And they're like, gross. I'm like, I know. Why did they have me bring these back? And they're like, I don't know. They're like, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So anyhow, I have had tremendously wonderful experiences with online grocery pickup, grocery delivery, all the things where someone else is shopping for my grocery. The times when something is damaged or expired or whatever is very few and far between. I always get the freshest, best produce. Like I love it. I know some people hate it and they're like, no, every time my fruit is gross and rotten, it's the worst. I don't know if our pickers are just top-notch exceptional, but I've always had good luck and just, I love it. It saves me so much time. I did have a delivery today. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. I had my whole day planned and it just went awry today. I was working on camp stuff this morning. I had a dentist appointment, which I was like running late for, but not for the dentist appointment because I was working on camp stuff. I needed to leave because I was going to go drop off donations. And then as soon as I got to town, it started raining and the donation center closes in the rain. And so I went to the dentist and it just kept pouring and pouring and pouring. So I called the donation center just to double check. I was just there like 2 weeks ago, but yes, indeed, they do close when it rains. And so I was going to stop at Sam's Club. Couldn't do that. My car was full. I was going to place a grocery pickup order. They didn't have a pickup order available until 7 p.m., but I could get it delivered between 3 and 5 p.m. And I was like, that's what we're going to do. Sometimes it pays to have to pay for the delivery option. It's just so amazing. What a time we are living in, right? What a time. Otherwise, I would have had to have drive 20 minutes to town, 20 minutes back, and all the time in the store shopping to get all the stuff. Like, what a time. We are just so blessed and we don't realize it, right? And is anyone else in the same boat? Am I just crazy like that? But I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for pickup and I'm grateful for delivery. I feel like I've been using it more lately than I need to. Like, between the tip and I did have to pay $5 for this delivery because it was not the express, but the next one down before the free delivery. So it was $5 for this delivery. I also have Walmart Plus. That's why it was $5. And then I paid a tip, which was 18 something because it was a $200 order. So anyway, well, that doesn't count. I guess that's before tax because after tax it was $222. Oh, tax and delivery. That's right. So it must have been $180 worth of groceries. Sorry, I just kind of lied to you. $189 because my tip was $18.92. So, okay, over-explaining. Long story long. Anyway, that is it. That's all the groceries I picked up at the store. I had delivered from the store this week. I do hope you enjoyed this haul. Leave me comments down below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. And be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future content. I have had a lot of new subscribers lately. So hey, howdy, hey. I'm so glad that you are here. Welcome to my channel. I do hope you are enjoying it. I have a huge playlist of grocery hauls. I also have weekly vlogs. They come out every single Saturday. So if you're missing content, go back and binge watch years worth of content here. I'm so happy to have you along and part of our YouTube family. We have a lot of fun around here and I'm glad you're here. That is going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much and I will see you in the next one. Bye.